The martyrdom of Stephen becomes a huge turning point in the Acts of the Apostles. Up to this point, the apostles have been preaching to people of their same culture and religious context. And now, with the martyrdom of Stephen, they have to leave Jerusalem and leave that comfortable cultural context, and now go and preach to different cultures the good news that don't have that Jewish context. And right after the martyrdom of Stephen, we hear our first reading today, which is about Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. And the eunuch has two things against him in this ancient Jewish context. One, he's a foreigner, and secondly, his bodily mutilation. So he's trying to figure out where is his plan in God, where does he fit in God's plan? So as he is reading the book of the prophet Isaiah out loud, Philip is sent by the Holy Spirit to go and run alongside him. And he asks him, "What are you reading as you go along?" And the Ethiopian eunuch invites him in to his chariot, and Philip begins to proclaim the good news to him. Now, he proclaims the good news of Jesus, and suddenly this Ethiopian recognizes his own place in Jesus' plan and says, "I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of this now." And so as they stop, they see some water, and he says, "What's to prevent me from being baptized right now in this moment?" So he is baptized, he receives the Holy Spirit, and suddenly Philip disappears, kind of like Jesus on the road to Emmaus. And the eunuch, the Ethiopian, goes about and now recognizing his place in God's plan, accepting his place in God's plan, now receiving the Holy Spirit, becomes also an ambassador. He becomes also an apostle, one who is sent. So we end this reading today hearing about how he was going into this community to proclaim the good news. Now, this story is a great reminder for us of many things. One is the challenge of leaving our comfort zone and proclaiming the good news, but that each of us has a role to play in proclaiming the good news, that each of us has a place in proclaiming the good news today. And so, inspired by this story, may we be prompted too by the Holy Spirit to proclaim the good news to all that we encounter today.